Assalamu alaikum. My name is Antor Imran Hossen. My matric number is 1739373. So I'm going to present my part of the essay. Before I start, the title of our essay is Bangladesh should prepare for the Rohingya crisis. So I have done the introduction and conclusion part for the essay. So I'm going to start with introduction part first. So let's have a look. So here is our first paragraph of the introduction part. So I try to address the background situation of the Rohingya emergency. So Rohingya emergency is one of the Bangladesh serious issue as of now, but this country has been managing the issue of displaced people since 1978, almost after the independence of this country. So almost 1 million refugees from Myanmar were looking for shelter, and dramatically in 2017-18, 400,000 Rohingya people managed to escape the Rakhine province of Myanmar and discovered a place for themselves in Cox's Bazar, Bangladesh. So in our second paragraph, I try to explain why the situation is happening, why the Rohingya people are trying to escape their own country, because this Rohingya Muslim are the minorities in Myanmar, so they are being oppressed by the overwhelmingly Buddhist Myanmar, and that's the reason they had no other way to escape the country. In the third paragraph, I try to explain why this situation is creating crisis for Bangladesh. Bangladesh is already an overpopulated country, and in a country like this, having a huge amount of refugees to stay is a big issue. And on top of that, these refugees are getting involved with the local and doing social wrongdoings, creating crimes, selling drugs to the local, which makes it more difficult for Bangladesh to tackle. In situations like this, the Bangladesh government tried to evacuate the refugees like Malaysia did. There was the news announced by BBC on June 9 that said Malaysia keeps 270 Rohingya evacuees on a boat floated at neighborhood ocean. So as you can see that this condition, the neighborhood government starts endeavors to stop the entering of exile, particularly the Rohingya, as their local has now been observed become bigger in numbers and getting overpopulated. In the in this slide, we can see there's an investigation by Hawke in 2018. He referred that this overpopulation issue will create socio-political ramifications. For example, neighborhood climate corruption, dealing as a state and non-state security danger, cultural wrongdoings like prostitution and other things will increase. And in this situation, public authority need to come up with an appropriate arrangement for both countries. And in the final paragraph, I tried to explain the situation in the Rohingya camp. It's been getting worse, and people are involving in assault, murder, kidnapping, and other wrongdoings. So all this create a great difficult issue for Bangladesh, and due to this issue, they are facing problems in their economic, social, and environmental issue. Now I will
Assalamualaikum. My name is Adib Imran Roslan and my matric number is 1726081. I will start with the main idea one. The finance of Bangladesh are badly affected by Rohingya issues. Right. Currently in Bangladesh, the government needs to take care both sides, which is the local people and the refugees. This will stretch the budget of the country. With over 20 years of persistent camp settlements, the current Rohingya exile circumstance in Bangladesh has gotten quite possibly the most extended on the planet. Without a particular displaced person strategy in Bangladesh and the politicization of the exile circumstances, reconciliation of Rohingya has consistently been a test. One of the problem is because of the language. The language are almost the same. They assimilate mixed with the local people. Previously, unemployed people had no job, but many of them are working with aid agencies, which is posing threat for the farming labor shortage. This is not a good result if the local people need to strive to fight with the refugees. The refugees need a special order or law to prevent the local people from struggling in their own country. Then, this financial issue also because of the tourism sector in the country. Okay, I will skip this. The nation copes best bazaar, best travel industry is depressingly being made to prepare for delayed emergency. In the article which has been studied, trapped in statelessness, Rohingya refugees in Bangladesh said that a total of 33,131 registered Rohingya refugees are living in 2 registered camps in Cox's Bazar, and up to 80,000 additional refugees are housed in nearby makeshift camps. Overall, the living conditions of Rohingya refugees inside the overcrowded camps remain dismal. Milton, the article which is 2017, page 1. The manner in which things continue to unfold in the whole local, during terrible occasion seem, by all accounts, to be anticipating organization identified with the travel industry focused on the site, biggest visa objective in the country. The Cox's Bazar town is currently said to be on approach to be invaded by the occupants of the city, have communicated their anxiety at the suspicious passage of the Rohingya outcasts. So the government needs a better plan to secure the local refugees' human rights. There are many examples of the country that are handling the refugees with good manners, such as Germany and Spain. These 2 countries are the benchmark of taking care of the refugees. Alright, the main idea 2, Rohingya refugees are creating a social impact in Bangladesh. The social effect is the impact and association activities have on the prosperity of the local area defined by the knowledge at the Wharton High School. The assessment of the social impact community is crucial for the future of the country. The objective of effect appraisal is to achieve an all more naturally socially and monetarily economical and even-handed climate. Effect evaluation accordingly, advance local area improvement and strengthening, construct limits, create social capital. Okay, then some NGO already noticed that the SL have no family arranging. They increment populace quickly and so it will squeeze food work, well-being and other essential requirements. Then this Rohingya additionally raises some stressing issues regarding the legislative issues, economy and society. The cost of the fundamental product such as the groceries, the neighborhood market has soared simultaneously, number which exhausted discouraged with the public authority. Armed forces have been broadly adulated for their productive work in managing periodic instances of intra-Rohingya savagery have prompted the requirement for extra policing being set up. The camps will fill in like a magnet for individual bootleggers, side dealers and street pharmacies. Hence, the population increase in the country will affect the whole society to get basic needs. The government needs to distinguish and fortify whoever claim that can profit by the emergency. For example, items that are sought after in the camps, backing little dealers engage with such worthy chains, especially opening for ladies. The impact can turn into a positive thing if the right action is being implemented. Alright.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Muslih and I present about the main idea 3, health risks and diseases of Rohingya refugees. I take this the article from the title of medical and health risks associated with communicable diseases of Rohingya refugees in Bangladesh. And there are 3 authors in this article, which are Chan E, Chiu Si and Chan Ji. Okay, for the first paragraph, in times of crisis and urgency, the needs of secure health and survival of Rohingya refugees are food, nutrition and shelter. So this first paragraph, I talk about the importance of food in their life. So due to the unexpected situation involving mother nature, internal conflict and war, they cannot have good food in their daily life. Okay, next, in the second paragraph, I talk about the limited access to food leads to malnutrition. Okay, when in our lifetime, when we are children, we have take the vaccine or antibody for the injection for the children below 5 years old. So our antibody are not be strong, not to get fast to get the disease, and many more. But for the children in the Rohingya do not have this antibody, so they can have fast to get sick in his body. So with the help for access to healthy food, this problem can be easily solved, as this the daily disease is happening among them in refugees camp. Healthy foods being a convenient amount of nutrients to the body. And lastly, for my main point is shelter or home also is one of the basic needs in human life. Without a shelter, it can cause you a sickness and diseases due to air that we breathe are not that clean. And for the immunization injection also can cause them sickness. Improper management of food, non-food items such as shoes, shirts, towel, and others are also of the reasons that are at head risk. Some of them just wear barefoot to walk in the jungle to find some food, and it's very unhealthy for them. Maybe not now, but in the future will affect the food. So the conclusion that I can get from this article, the Myanmar government should be very aware of this situation between people religion. They should not banish them from their country. There are many countries that have many races and religions. For example, Malaysia is possible to have any issues, but for now the Malaysia government has managed well, and the Myanmar government should take other better countries as an example for them to live with harmony and peace. Thank you.
Explain the conclusion part. So, in conclusion, I try to give an overview of the whole situation, how Bangladesh is facing problem in different areas due to the settlement of Rohingyas in their country, and at the same time, how Rohingya should receive the treatment that they deserve, and Bangladesh government is trying their best to provide this treatment they can, but this situation is out of Bangladesh and it's a global situation now, and in this situation, the global communities needs to step forward and have a look. Even in Islam, it says about refugees that we should treat the refugees fairly and be responsible for their rights. So I think it's finally the time the global communities need to step forward and come up with a solution that will help both countries, and it will also help the Rohingya to go back to their country and have a great life over there. So that's it from me. Thank you.